Hi there. My name is Tercy Engelhardt, and I'd like to welcome you to the Unreasonably Grateful podcast. I'm excited that you're on this journey with me. Some of you have been with me for quite some time now, and others of you are just newly listening in. And I want to welcome both of you. So, thank you for being a part of my journey and for allowing me to be a part of your journey. We learn from one another's stories. And so a few years ago, I got inspired to share my story, both in a book, also by the same name, Unreasonably Grateful, Living in Grace by Choice, and started this podcast as a way simply to share my story with the hopes that you might hear something or see something in your own life or on your own journey that gives you a little bit more freedom, a little bit more wiggle room, and opens something up for you in a new way that moves you along on your path, as I've been moved along on my path by other people who were willing to share their stories with me. So, welcome. I'm glad to have you. And just a reminder that I don't have your answers, you do. But sometimes it's easier to see something for ourselves in someone else's expression. And then we can incorporate that into our own life, our own life's lessons. So happy to have you here. And once again, welcome. Also, a reminder, on Tuesdays, I offer individual sessions. You can sign up for them on my website, tercyengelhardt.com, under Work Together. And it's an opportunity for me to sit, listen, and then to share with you what I hear, what I see, how amazing I think you are, how inspired. And again, maybe you'll see something in what I share that gives you a little bigger opportunity to step into really who you were designed to be and how beautiful and incredible you actually are. So sign up if you're interested in that. And I'd like to thank all of you who have signed up. It's really an honor to sit with you, to get know you a little bit more personally. And I'm really grateful. So, all right, today the topic is being flexible. So I had a very recent lesson in this. And I'll give you a little background about that. So, we're in a series about love, and love can express in a myriad of ways, so many ways. And just when we think we understand what it is, it's bigger and broader and brighter and more expansive and more inclusive than we ever could imagine. So, we were planning our family vacation, and ever since last year, we get together every year, and it's a big family. There's 5 children, their spouses, and 15 grandchildren. And we've always rented a home and gone someplace and all just singled out this week of time where we could be with one another. All the cousins could be together. And really, it's one of my favorite week of the year. And this year we had invited everyone to come up to the new farm, and we were creating a camp and a camping situation. And we've put a lot of energy and time into preparing for it. It's only a couple of weeks away. And then, due to all of the changes in hospitality, one of our sons, his wife, and their 3 children are working the day-to-day business of their restaurant in Santa Cruz, California. And it turned out they just really weren't in a place where they could step away and make it to vacation. Well, the beautiful thing about family and love is everybody was upset. Everyone said, the family's not getting together anymore. It won't be vacation without Matt and the kids. And anyway, and one of the son-in-laws had the idea, well, what if we just change plans? What if we look for a big house again for all of us, somewhere close to where they live so they could still work but spend time with the family? So we kind of hustled, and it's not easy to find a place that can house that many people, but we ended up finding one within an hour and 15 minutes from where they work and live. And we were able to pull it together at the last minute, and those dates worked, and I had to adjust it just a tiny bit. And I was thinking about how kind and loving that is, the flexibility. And that's both all of the people who already had tickets and rental cars and their kids, excited about camping on the farm, and that flexibility, and the flexibility of the airlines and allowing us to change tickets and rental cars, and the flexibility of us in stepping away from the farm where we're going to have new puppies, and where we have milking and an old dairy business, and we go to a farmer's market. And so the flexibility of the crew here to step up and fill in, and just all the ways that love expresses as being flexible, as being willing to shift and change, to not be attached to things going a particular way, which is something I'm always working on. I like things to have a sense of order. I like things to be planned a bit. My husband's a much bigger vision, spur of the moment, add a few people here. And so I'm learning to love even more so in that way. And I was actually happy and willing to make the change, because truth is, time together is one of the most precious things that you and I have, especially with family and loved ones, and preparing that next generation for making those kinds of sacrifices and changes to maintain those relationships when they step into adulthood. So this week, I encourage you, look for places in your life where perhaps you could be more flexible, and it would be an opening for love to embody, to express, to bring people together, to share, and see if you can't invite that flexibility into your life. Take it on, see what you see, and see if you don't experience a bigger, bolder expression of love. Okay? And I'll see you next week.